Hello everybody, I'm Ghast.
Oh, and I'm Nico.
We are here again for the bi-yearly realm tour, where we go through everything and we see what's changed. So let's start right here. I was going to call it the shopping museum. The shopping mall. Last time, there was nothing here, but there is now some shops here. This is my kind of miscellaneous shop, just to sell random things. This is my miscellaneous shop. You might have noticed it has a black banner on it. I kind of want to have each shop have a different colored gas banner, because I want to have 16 shops, but I can be like, this is the blue shop, and there won't be two with the same blue. That's a weird thing that I currently want to do. So there's just like tons of random things in here. Lots of diamond gear that I have from villagers. Lots of dye. If you look in this barrel is full of dye. There's a lot of dye in all of these because I have a cactus farm and then I smelt it for the XP that comes out of it. And so I have a ton of dye. I moved this. I didn't remove it. I moved I moved the monument for Minecraft turning 10 years old because I didn't want to like tear it down and then forget how it was made. Maybe I should put a little 1 trillion view monument next to it, but going back down to the first floor, First, this is Nico's request shop.
It's unfinished, okay? Don't mind that it's like the same as the elevator.
Actually, it's good that we went up and down and up and down. We went up the staircase, and now we can go up the elevator. We can go to the second floor, where there is the sushi and steak. This was the first thing I built in here last time, so it's the first thing I built here this time from the old shopping mall. And inside, it sells steak, and it sells kelp blocks.
Where's the kelp blocks?
In the barrel.
Oh, but there's nothing in the barrel.
The other barrel.
Oh, okay.
And this is Rachel's food shop called the Meat Beat.
The competitor of the sushi.
It's slightly cheaper, but Nico likes more expensive products, so Nico buys from my shop. This floor just has one shop currently, but there's 5 plots. This is the Golden Forge XP shop. There's a gold nugget inside, and there's tier 2 and tier 1. They're different prices, as you can see on the furnace. And if you take it out, it gives you XP.
Wait, why is tier 2 3 diamonds?
Because tier 2 is worse than tier 1. I made something cool in the shop to get the items out of the furnaces.
Uh-huh.
If you put something in this slab to waterlog it, I then have a bucket, and then if I take the lava out, I can access the maintenance, which is just where I store, like where the items from the hoppers in the furnaces go down to. This one is undecorated. This is the update shop, and it sells everything new from this update. This is Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and in all the chests you can find new stuff from this update. I do it with every update. Here's Pine Banners. This is Rachel's second shop. It looks much cooler than the first one. Mm-hmm. You can buy a stinky mirror. I don't even know how to describe the yellow and blue thing. A buy flag with a stripe in it. If you look at the buy flag, it's made like there's a slight stripe in it. I don't even know how to do that.
I think she like put the purple in the middle instead of like mixing it with stuff.
So this is a blue banner then with purple in the middle, magenta on the side. What you want to do is a purple banner with blue on the side and pink on the side. CC is discovering the Caves and Cliffs update right now. He should have watched my video on it, I'm just saying.
This is my shop, Hardware Nico. Hard Nico. I don't know. It sells a bunch of blocks.
Nico, I was drinking water and you said hard Nico and I almost spit out my water on the floor. They're just like, this is Hardware Nico. I'm like, I've never heard that, but that's a good name mentally. And then you're like, Hard Nico. And I'm like, alright.
Over here, there's a back room where I just store, like, things that's not going to fit in the shop, or, that is not a full stack. Basic needs, you know? Ah!
I was trying to close the door in your face, but I'm glad I still scared you. Continue up here. There's a door, and this is just like the way I make the buildings. There's a lot of like weird little cubbies. This is where I just like to use copper. If you put copper far away from other copper, it oxidizes faster. So this is where I temporarily store copper. Also, I forgot to show this off, but I made a sign that says Gas King Survival, and I had to tear it down to put up the shopping mall. But then I wanted to put a new one on top of the shopping mall, and I did that, but I didn't show it off. So here it is now. The last time, I had just finished the outside of that building, and next to it, I put a little orange building.
It is indeed orange.
You continue on this way. Here's the gate trick I used again from last time. I didn't do a lot of work on it, but I forgot to add this from the mock-up that I made in Creative, so I added that, and I gave it a fancy terracotta floor.
Nice.
Under the shopping mall, and you go down from the video where I explored new terrain and found a geode. You can just fly down, and you can do this, and you don't take fall damage. Look. That was the firework, I'll let it be known. I think everything down there is the same. It's in the same amount of not finished. Also, here's the shops that have not been moved yet. Oh yeah, also I added crosswalks here. Just for like a little detail, because I feel like I don't do enough little details.
Crosswalk. Sorry.
So Toy Cat, parentheses, a big YouTuber on 6/7/18, toured this realm.
If you could please build something here, I'd be honored. Okay, so I made myself a nice little thing, just a little memorial to leave here, like a little Toy Cat log.
There was literally none of the city here, but if you want to, you can watch that video. And then for St. Patrick's Day, I think we have a realm playlist with all of this in it.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, Ireland invaded. And then for 4th of July the next year, America invaded. And Cece, who you might have seen in the chat in Discovering the Caves and Cliffs update, he's British, so he put a British flag. And Nico put a Filipino flag. A lot of these buildings, if you notice, they're just kind of like I saw a Grian video who had these designs for buildings, and I was like, I want to make a city. So I just copy and paste, like not actually copy and pasted, because we're not playing with cheats on. I built the same thing a bunch of times, and I wanted to go and change that a bunch. So what was just a brick building, the same as this brick building here, I tore it down and I made this building, which I like much better. There's like a cool fade of brown. You've got a fire escape on it. Nice spot to sit down here and chill out.
Look, it's Perry the Platypus.
No, that's literally gibberish. Like, I've heard many things. It's a lemon, it's a wyvern. None of them are right, because it's nothing. But if you come in here, you will find the inside of the Lag Cafe. It's keeping the same name as last time. It's a nice little cafe for the ground.
I'm stealing this, just the design.
I think that is
Food
a compliment.
shop. It is, yeah, that's like really good.
So if you fly up to the fire escape, people only tell me after, but apparently a fire escape is a fire escape and not just a staircase.
Yeah.
Come down to the bottom, please.
People tell you after?
I thought it was an external staircase until after I made this, and Rachel was like, oh, that's a cool fire escape. And I was like, huh? So if you come inside, you'll find that these rooms are empty because I haven't done interiors on basically anything. But it's supposed to be kind of also a hotel up top, and on this floor, it's the same, but if you go up here...
Wait, what happened to the rooftop?
I haven't finished it. I'm gonna put, what are they called, tables and a tree up here. Haven't done it yet, because that's a reoccurring theme. People only explain this stuff to me after. I thought if a building was on a hill, you just slant the building as well. Apparently you don't.
Who's the people who tell you after?
Yeah! I'll get all this type of stuff after. So in here are axolotls, just in barrels. I haven't made a tank for them yet. It's marked out here. I'm gonna make a little place for them, because this is the pet shop. Inside here...
I thought that was lava, and I thought I was about to fall in. You did a good job on that.
It's very real looking fire. That was the pet shop. The barber shop and candy shop and plant shop have all stayed the same, except in the plant shop, I think I put some moss in there, or I'm going to. But these other two have changed. This is the D&D bar. Back here was literally, like, this is all floating, if I show you. Like, if you come down here and look down here, you'll see the original terrain, with also the warped stems that don't decay, and I didn't want to manually tear them down with a hoe, because that's painful. Literally yesterday, I went and I put some grass down here, and this building did not have a back. So I went and I put a back here.
I like this alley. It's spooky. It gives D&D.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't add. So this is an antique shop. Yeah. But also I went and I swapped out the whatever it was for brown concrete powder, and I also put only oak and jungle wood because previously it was every overworld type of wood. It was too high of a color variation sprinkled everywhere, so it didn't look old. It just looked vomity. Previously I had the blocks up, I tore them down because I don't really know how I want to display it yet. Here's where I've collected one of every type of item, and it's arranged in the way the creative inventory is arranged, just so I wouldn't forget everything. I am missing some things, mainly just random stuff, the netherite tools, of everything that I'm going to need a set of. Every music disc, except Other Side, which I got, again, in that video where I explored the new update stuff. I have the other music discs. I haven't put them in yet because I don't know where they are. So here, where did you go? I thought you died. I saw the Dr. CC 1909 joined as you splatted, and I just saw a message, and I thought it said Nick Dog died. But last time, I brought up plans of wanting to make, like, I think a kind of stalactite cave, but I went with the glow lichen instead. I put, like, a barrier here. Well, it is a glass covered in glow lichen, which just kind of looks like thicker glow lichen. And you can see more cave down there, but this is as far as it goes.
I like that. It looks like slimy egg, and an alien's about to come out of it.
You can see the entire cave goes here, and I manually made it under just floating nothing. Over here, there were some trees. I added these smaller baby trees, and I added a couple more big trees. It doesn't look that different, but I have a map of last year and a map of this year. I want this whole thing to be covered in trees, but each of these trees take like many stacks of logs and leaves and like 2 hours to make, so it's gonna be a while. But I went through and I added like a couple more trees just to tie it together. I went and redid the support beams, because some of them were not the right distance, and I counted and I had to fix that. Among this row of copy-pasted buildings that are not, again, actually copy-pasted, there is the Pokemon Center, but I wanted to redo it and make it better. The bee maze was here last time, but this time there's also some combi faces in it. So if you come here, you can see the candles on the floor just to light everything up, but there are some cobwebs made out of powdered snow, as well as some spinneracks, because they're fun. There's a realm bug that wouldn't let me rename items, and I forgot to rename them, but these are the Spider Riders. So if you have to put on leather boots to climb the powdered snow cobwebs, just because that's how you have to climb powdered snow. So if you go here, you can now climb it, but you can't just like, you have to be touching at least one to go up, so it can be a little confusing. But if you go up those, and then you go up here, you get a nice view of a spinnerack, which used the last of my dark prismarine. You can see another one here, and you have to make a nice leap there. And then you go up this cobweb, it gets steeper and skinnier, and then when you get up here, you can see a centipede, just because I like centipede. Like, it doesn't look the best when it's crammed up in here, but it's what I got. It's best displayed from up here. You can see a swadloon.
Wait, what the heck is that man doing?
Got him. Oh, this does mean I have omens. You can see this lake. I made this big wall, this white concrete wall, and I was like, so why would there be a wall here? Why wouldn't the city just expand into what is now a wasteland, but was not a wasteland before? There was a mountain here, I guess a hill, especially by 1.18 standards. I destroyed the hill, and then if you go in the water, it's best seen from the non-swampy chunks, but I went and I made custom terrain for the entire underside of this. But I think it's cool, and I'm really happy with it. And also, next to it, I put this massive brick building. I needed the clay from that lush cave to make this, because I ran out of bricks. I don't know if I want those two walls to have windows, or just be brick. And it depends on what buildings will go here, which I have a rough idea for.
Just like you put in the brick.
See, if I put another building that goes here, and then stops here, I'll only have to put brick for above that, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I want to fill this whole thing in with brick, or what I want to do. This building is the same as before, but next to it is a overworld subway segment, and it is the same as the ones in the Nether. Actually, it's missing the end rods, but it is fast transport for overworld. And while it doesn't help Nico or I, and it's also not finished, it kind of So you notice how the weird backrooms to get to the amethyst I showed you? That's where the pillagers spawn, but there's like 20 different weird backroom chunks that they spawn in. I play hide and seek for an hour with raiders. Wait. This is CC's movie theater. It's just named after him. I built it. the first floor is the same as last time, so you can just go watch that one. This is why I like to show other people stuff, because I put pressure plates here just for like a nice visual, but then Nico was like, but that makes it loud.
This is a hazard. This is really loud.
In the movie theater. So I was like, that makes sense. I was just thinking about form over function, so I removed those. And in here, there is a blue screen, just because that works better than a green screen. Me, from last time, and me now in the movie theater. But last time it was a green screen, and it tinted everything slightly weirdly. Also, this wall wasn't in. These are the buildings I built in April, except this blue one now has cobbled deep slate, which was the plan from the beginning, but I think I put andesite there as like a filler or something, just for the time being. But on this side, there is this yellow building. There is some pillars over here that don't go all the way to the floor, because there will be buildings and the ground levels here. And there's these two massive buildings here, which was made before they made copper drop rates higher per copper ore, so I had to mine so much copper, and I used this copper because it kind of blends in with this light gray terracotta, and I think it's a cool building. It's just kind of another building, but unlike the copy-paste ones, it's a unique building.
Yo! That's cool. I didn't see like that little detail in the S. There's like a little branch on it.
This is a tall building, by the way. And it's made of snow and quartz. Yeah, just kind of look at it while you fly up. You get a better view of it. This is my base. Previously, it was a little blue house down in that cul-de-sac. Some of the sewers down below. But I felt like I had outgrown that, and I needed a bigger, better base. So this is a big, better base. As you can see up here, I got some kind of hidden lighting in by powdered snow, then a block above the powdered snow. During the nighttime it looks a bit weird, but during the daytime it doesn't make the entire place look dark. It still gets a bit dark in here, which kind of makes less sense because up there is bright and then middle is dark and then floor is bright, but it's better than all dark. So in here, it's just kind of a blank room at this point with a little bit of crimson wood as the start of the floor. This one has a bit of that rooftop here, but otherwise it's a blank floor. This floor is empty. This floor is empty aside from mobs. This floor is empty aside from mobs. I'm just ascending and people are attacking you. This floor is empty, but it's bright, and because of the new light level change, this previously before Caves and Cliffs Part 2 and the light level change, which means instead of light level 7, you need the light level 0 for mobs to spawn, you can see it's kind of dark in here. It's kind of moody in here. But mobs will not spawn. It has dark prismarine as a ceiling, which is why the other ones are dark. I don't want to place the jack-o'-lanterns because I'd have to place 2 blocks. I'd have to place something here and then the jack-o'-lantern. But if I place the dark prismarine, I have enough space to run around in and place them. Oh, an entire old-style village that was near the base of this house that I tore down and put every block in a chest, and I'm going to build something with just these blocks as like a cool recycling challenge. It's a bit of a mess up here right now. We've got all my cats, lots of miscellaneous chests and shulker boxes. We've got crafting things. Like, it's kind of a mess here, but the main thing in the back is my 1 million item sorting system. This massive sorting system and everything in it.
That scared me. I thought we were like really high up. Like, I thought the snow was sky.
So here's my bulk storage. So like, I don't need to, that wiring is kind of expensive and I don't need it to all store this much stone when I can just have one chest, 2 double chests for stone, and then these are all manual storage. Here's my powdered snow holding place, just because powdered snow you have to store in a bucket, and I don't want to make that many buckets. Here is my room. It's not done yet, like most things, but it's a nice kind of bedroom. Also, this bed actually functions. Nico, if you come here, you can see an actual bed here, and it lets you sleep at night. Climb up this, but don't knock the minecart out. No, that's why you don't go straight to the middle, you hug the side. You can go through the powdered snow, and I think that's everything.
Okay, well, let's go to my base then. Anyways, this is my empty village. I don't know what happened to my villagers. This place is kind of like well lit up.
This has not changed any amount since last time. I will say anything mountain based now looks kind of sad because 1.18.
Shut up! Don't call me sad.
I called this mountain sad. You have a good flag. Like, it doesn't have a line on it.
Look, it's my birthday.
Still haven't eaten your birthday cake? Or removed the present box? It's still there.
Would you like to sing me happy birthday right now?
Candles came out right as Nico's birthday was. Happy birthday to you! Happy
birthday to you! That used to be my furnace room, but then I was like,
Also, your base is getting smaller.
over here is where I'm going to build my room. As you can see, I dug out the dimensions and stuff, so it's, yeah, it's gonna be like a loaf bed. Anyways, that's kind of it, and then there's a ravine here. The room that I was digging out is my room, and, I made it in the creative world. I'll, like, try to... Actually, you don't get to see it. And then I'm gonna put, like, a giant storage room, just like Ghast, but it's, like, I'm going...
So this is the monument. As you can see, there's like a quarter, I think it is actually a quarter, chunk taken out of it. Because we've got a lot of stuff to drain, because Nico made the perimeter too large, and Nico is committed to the grind. I wanted to switch up from going top left all the way to bottom right, and the monument's in the middle. I wanted to drain stuff right around the monument, because a lot of that stuff on the edge perimeter is just going to be drained for the sake of being drained. But if I drain stuff around the monument, I can make a decent efficiency prismarine farm.
Where are we going?
Cece's base. It has a different name now. It's called Winterhelm instead of Flubadababen. You haven't been able to play as much up until literally like 2 hours ago, so this is 2 hours of progress. Also, there is so much snow here. Why is there so much snow back there?
It snows so often here, I have no idea why. Like, I think the snow RNG is way off. I've been, like, mining it away for so long, and it always just keeps coming back.
If you hate the snow, why do you live in one of the two places that snows?
Well, I don't think the snow would be this thick.
There was something here last time, and you can tell just from the snow. Like, these are layers, not blocks.
Yeah, I demolished it today. Wait, you can just water away snow? How did I not know this?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is life-changing.
So you can see the foundation is still here, buried under the snow. What do you have to say about mostly your plans and also your progress?
I pulled a U, and I'm giving this place some lore. This land is sort of like... There was this big, giant dude, and he died, and this city of Winterhelm is just sort of built off of of his remains, I suppose.
Ooh,
It's kind of metal.
That's cool lore, but I've literally never seen snow this thick that's not a block.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Like, look, wait. This is
I know.
look at the
I have an explanation. It's called, I would spend a lot of the time on this server just in my hut. I was like, I'm gonna build something. And I just lose all of motivation after I place like 5 blocks.
Fair, but Nico...
And then I just go back into the hut and then it starts snowing again, and so all this piled up.
It's a look, unintentionally, it's a cool look.
I destroyed my old hut and the brick thing I was building, but this has stayed because, this can actually still just fit in.
Okay, well, good luck, Lahat.
What?
Rachel hasn't picked up, so do you want to tour Rachel's base with us? But Rachel...
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if this is intentional. From the portal to the cobbled deep slate to the cobblestone, it kind of almost looks like the portal's the only source of heat.
I was planning on doing like a dark to light sort of thing though. Should I do a Rachel impression the entire way and just pretend I'm Rachel?
Some other stuff that I've seen that I forgot to block.
I'm out
During
of the book.
recording, I'm gonna put those back. The map,
What?
I accidentally summoned one in the city, and for some reason it shows here, because maybe the portal's nearby. Here's the map. It's been updated.
Nice.
Like, especially compare it to the end of last year, and you can see big progress has happened. It's like almost twice as big.
Why are you eating berries?
Take some pork.
Berries the only food I have.
Quickly.
But
But
let's hope Rachel doesn't watch this video actually.
So do your Rachel impression.
Oh my god, Ghast, you suck. I'm Rachel. It's been ages since I've talked to Rachel. Okay, so here's my Donkey Kong poster. I love Donkey Kong, he's such a big monkey.
You're right.
It's my card place, but I don't have to place it if I don't want to. Hey, you told me not to place blocks, pal.
Okay, now don't touch it. What's in here, Rachel?
This is my wine cellar.
This is the room where Rachel has one double chest for 2 dark oak planks.
Oh, okay. So these are my 2 dark oak planks. They're really important to me.
Ghast just wasted.
What are your plans, Rachel, for expanding this base? down here.
Okay, my plan for your expansion is to arm my military, and then we're going to conquer the city, and then after that we conquer the entire world, because that's my plan for expansion.
But this is actually a nice area. Last time, I think this room just had a T kind of shape made out of trapdoors. Now it's got like this cool central seating area. There's an enchantment table, which, fun fact, I went here because I don't have an enchantment table, because I don't know where I put my enchantment table.
That's funny.
It's like, this is a nicely decorated room.
Yeah, I like this place. I think Rachel's good with interiors.
There's some lush land back here, and then there was cows and sheep here. I pay attention to Rachel's base. He's like,
Oh, I
I
see
don't know why.
something.
I made a Christmas district. I made a gift for Rachel. I made a gift for Nico, Zeno, and Cece. We're gonna try to do a Christmas celebration thing at some point.
Right.
After some other people, like you can put
Rosino.
people if you
Those
want.
are the red and black one mine.
Yeah. Also, I made a nice kind of fancy Christmas tree. I made a lot of the snow. I asked Rachel, and if Rachel wants this all torn down, I'll tear it all down after Christmas. But I made this, and either we're gonna cut to outro here, or we're gonna cut to a fancy Christmas celebration that'll in real life take place in a couple days, or that'll be its own video.
Merry
So
Christmas.
everybody, this has been Gas.
And Nico.
And CC.
And Rachel.